Hiya, it's Esme here. This is Queer Witch Tarot. Thank you, Sagittarius, for being with us today. Yeah, this is the first one of yours, and I hope you enjoy what the cards have to say. Let's just bless the space with saying thank you for the universe and everyone that is around us today. I like the Sagittarius energy. It's a really nice, kind of calming fire sign. Quite cosmic-y and psychonauty. What do we have for our Sagittarians today? This is a reading for January 2024. I really hope you're well. Reading for Sagittarius 2024 January. Nice, cool. Okay. So, we've got some great cards here. Didn't even see that one. So it starts off with the Knight of Pentacles, which is a super cute cat who is a very lucky cat who knows exactly what's what and is willing to do what needs to be done with a smile on their face to get it, you know? As a real recognition of, yeah, what it is that you want in life in this time period and in general. There's a lot of wandering, you know, a lot of inquiry and absolute contentment. Like, you know, you're really, really quite happy. Something's going well, you know. And yeah, just a lot of like self, like something's going on really well just with you chilling and doing your thing, you know, like the contentment comes from within. Like there's joy and there's harmony in sitting with yourself and questioning things, seeing what's what, you know. There's maybe also the desire to run away a little bit and lack responsibility. So I guess just be aware of that and maybe check in with yourself in these times just to see that you are kind of acting from a space of intention rather than fear. Obviously fear can be the intention, but why choose that? Don't choose that. Okay, so we've got the Seven of Wands. So there's also, there is maybe a little bit of fear going on. It's almost like, how can things be so perfect, right? How can life be this good? How can this plant exist and just thrive in the way it does? Yeah, I guess don't look for snakes in the shadows, because there's no need to induce fear within yourself. I don't know what kind of space this is. I don't know if this is like a work opportunity or like a lover's kind of thing. You know, maybe some of you are exploring like new ways of communicating or new ways of interacting or new ways of engaging with people. Try not to assume that it's going to go wrong. Give yourself a benefit of the doubt. You know, like you're allowed to be this happy by yourself, but also when you're communicating with others and when you're in communal spaces. And yeah, there's a kind of letting go of something. Maybe there's the letting go of this fear. This card came out reversed, so there might be like, yeah, some kind of uncertainty, some kind of like holding of something. Do I want to let this go? Am I certain I want to let this go? There's maybe an inquiry around death. Or change. You're not too sure of the outcome. I guess some advice for that as the world. Some advice for being scared of letting things go, not too sure how that's going to impact your future, is just feeling and experiencing life as it is. Feel into what the change might be, what that could create. Leo had a good reading, where this came up quite a bit, so potentially go there. Let's see if we can get any more clarity on this situation. Ooh, the Hanged Man. Yeah. Yeah, whatever this fear is, whatever is going on for you, try and be curious with it. Try and play with it a little bit. Try and be the happy cat, the lucky cat. When exploring new possibilities, there might be like a new job coming up, or potentially some of you might be moving house, something like that. I'd say don't be afraid to witness and see what can be incredible, but also aim not to be idealistic. Meaning, don't choose not to see things to try and force life to be as you want it to be. Yeah, that doesn't do anyone any good. Okay, Sagittarius. What have we got going on, hey? Got all this fear and all this curiosity. What was it actually about? Yeah, this came up earlier. I doubted it, so I put it away. It's the Three of Swords, and in this deck, there's like 3 narwhals coming up together, and if that's a horn, tusk. It's got a good word, I'm sure. But they're kind of coming up and they're uniting. Imagine that sound being quite a clash, hearing the seagulls and the waves crashing, and it's not peaceful, but it's almost like the sound of the clashes can create silence. Sometimes conflict is good, and often conflict is important. It's good to be clear and real with people and let them know where you sit. It's how we gain and build trust with people. It's how you learn to know your housemate or your friend or your lover or your parents better, your siblings better. Quarrels bring people closer together. This isn't to say with abusive relationships that this is good. There is a difference. I wish, but no, none of you are in abusive relationships. If you are, and often in abusive relationships you don't know that you are, if you're in something which is currently ringing, maybe I am in an abusive relationship, maybe listen to that. Maybe just question that. Speak to your friends about it, they will see. Interesting. What else do we have for Sagittarius? Obviously this is quite a vague reading. It is January, it's the start of the year, we kind of set up this reading almost a little bit. Or at least society thinks that we need to set up for the rest of our lives in this month, this time period. What else have we got for January, please, for our Sagittarians? Ooh. Again, Two of Swords, the butting of heads. Just be aware that things are cyclical. For those of you who bleed, try and be aware of, God, so many swords, you guys, jeez. Yeah, just be aware of how that impacts your emotions, your hormones, and the way that you process life. So this can communicate, I say us again, I'm a double Sagittarian, moon and rising. My partner's also double Saggy, very fun. But yeah, just be aware of how either the moon or the menstrual cycle can affect how you process reality. Sometimes we might get more heated about things which we would be calm about, but it's also a good space of bringing to the surface disagreements and how we actually feel about things. It's a very good space for boundary setting. So we also have this month Knight of Swords. It's pretty cutthroat. It's pretty I know what's what. You know, when you're not a king yet, so you're not actually, I know what's what, I'm in that position. You're almost trying to get there, so sometimes you can overdo it. Again, nothing bad, something to be aware of. Sometimes maybe it's best not to speak, but to listen, observe, write in your journal, then come back to the conversation. Maybe some of you are having conflicts that are blowing up into a space that we don't need to, because one of you won't back down, or one of you won't listen and then articulate. That might be something to look at this month. And we've got reverse Nine of Swords, so I haven't seen this card for this deck yet, so it's pretty interesting. It's like 9 swords which have almost like barbed wire at the end of them, hanging on string. It's quite an anxiety-inducing situation, and it's reversed, so maybe some of the things that you're feeling might not necessarily be yours, but they might be things that you're feeling from other people, other people's anxiety. If you're, an empathetic person, or you're quite a sensitive being, like, it is very possible to be able to feel the people around us. So I guess maybe this crow is giving us a sign of speak your boundary, know what's up, take responsibility for your own feelings, and try not to overthink any manipulation games or anything that's going on for other people. I really need to go for a wee, so I'm going to be back and I will cut this. I forget, Sagittarius, that you're also very fiery and hot-headed sometimes, so yeah, the previous cards might have just been a little bit to do with, yeah, just holding your tongue and checking if the situation's appropriate. I'm aware that the camera doesn't have very much battery, so I'm not going to pull any more cards for you at this current moment. I'll release this video and then I will do another full reading for you, Sagittarius, for January 2024. Thank you so much for being in this space. for being in this place with me. Please like, comment, subscribe and share this YouTube channel. It's a new channel. I would love it to reach as many people that need it. Wish you a beautiful 2024 and thank you for being here.